I think we're recording. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the reading program at American International College. Today, we're just going to do a really brief video to just orient you to the program. And we're doing this in lieu of a traditional in-person orientation. We found that it was really difficult and unrealistic to expect folks from all over Massachusetts to be in person for an orientation. So today, we'll just walk you through some basics, those key features that are important to know. And of course, we'll start by introducing ourselves and what we do, and then we'll just jump right into it.
Hi, Christine. Hi, everyone. I am Azra, the academic advisor for the reading specialists throughout the Commonwealth. And I'll be helping you along the way by sending you packets, emails, and mainly registration and schedule, and any questions that you might have. So I'm happy to be here and happy to meet all of you.
So my name is Christine Woodcock, and I'm the program director. And basically what that means is it's sort of a modern term for what we used to think of as a department chair. And so I'm just in charge of all of the curriculum, the coursework, the syllabus, the textbooks. So any concerns you might have about assignments, I work with all of our adjunct instructors. Those types of questions, even career-related concerns, you can point to me. And then the more like general advising things, kind of the logistics, Azra's in charge of that. But even if you get in touch with one of us, but you needed the other, we're always in communication so we can take care of that, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you so you can just see a few key frames, and then we'll come back to the webcam version as well. Okay, so let me just click share screen. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is bring up our reading specialist website on the AIC website. And the reason I just wanted to share this with you is sometimes our students find that they've never even been to the website, and it actually provides a really nice overview of our program. And one of the things I really like about it is when you're starting a brand new graduate degree, sometimes, you're wondering, is the end in sight already, even though you're just beginning? And it's a perfectly understandable way to feel. And this also kind of reminds us about why we're doing what we're doing, because whether you're a classroom teacher and you just wanted ways to enhance your literacy practices, or you do intend on becoming a reading specialist, this is a great program for you because it really gets into the intricacies of how to help all readers, especially those students that really struggle. And so I wrote a little intro on this website about that. My own daughter has dyslexia, so this is a really personal crusade for me as well. So I just talk about how it really feels like a higher calling to have a specialized degree in reading. And then there are all extra features that show like a program overview, the program delivery and start times, how long it takes, all the stuff you're probably wondering. And then I just wanted to point out that down towards the bottom, my contact information is right here. That's me. So you feel free to email or call me anytime. And over here, it shows all of the courses you'll take, the order in which you take them, that sort of thing. You'll also get a print out version of this. We call it our program card. That's the terminology we use. But Azra puts a lot of care and time into sending you a paper-based booklet with all of this information. One feature that's kind of nice, and it's better to have it electronically anyway, is if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a hyperlink to our curriculum map. And it's nice because it comes up as a PDF, and then you can enlarge it to see any intricacies you'd like to. And this actually shows every course you're going to take, the order in which you take them, and it even shows the connections between the courses, why they're sequenced the way they are. And I even color-coded it so you could see how foundational courses are in shades of blue, and then the shades of blue get deeper the deeper you go into the coursework. And likewise, if you scroll down a little bit, there's sort of like this orange color, and those are specialty courses, and the colors of that get deeper the further you get into it. And that goes down into sort of like a yellowish color, and those are your professional courses as you're nearing the end. And then down at the bottom is practicum, most of our students opt to take practicum, but there is an alternative if you decide not to become a licensed reading specialist and you just want the degree only in reading. We have options for that we'll discuss with you. AIC began this initiative to have all of our students purchase LiveText. And it's a relatively inexpensive software, and it essentially serves as an e-portfolio. And I like it because it's really clean and neat and easy to use. And it showcases all of your benchmark assignments that you'll be doing for each course. And the way the reading specialist coursework is built, this will prove to be a very powerful e-portfolio upon graduation, because your benchmark assignments will really illustrate how you grow in complexity and professionalism in the reading specialist role. And I would say keep this LiveText in really good shape, because I've heard from several students that they bring this e-portfolio to job interviews, and that's a deciding factor in that person getting chosen for the role. So I think that can be really important as you're thinking through, why do I need this LiveText? It's an opportunity to put your best foot forward and have a really beautiful e-portfolio when you're done. The last thing I wanted to point out is that, let's see, over here, Azra is going to start talking about other features of our internal portal at AIC once you get enrolled and established and everything. And one of the things I wanted to quickly point out about this portal is that once you're set up and successfully inside of Blackboard, Azra and I will make sure that you're enrolled in our reading community. And inside that community, I'll post, like, for example, this video, a lot of welcome materials, that sort of thing. And I wanted to mention that because there'll be a whole tab which is specific to culminating experience. In other words, practicum versus a research paper. And I find that many folks just understandably have questions or concerns about practicum even on day one. And what happens is, by having access to that community inside of Blackboard, there are videos and manuals and all of the latest paperwork. It will answer many of your questions about practicum. But that said, always feel free to reach out to me or to Azra with any questions. That's what we're here for. So with that, I'll turn it over to Azra, and she'll share with you a bit more of these logistics.
Thank you, Christine.
Mm-hmm.
So going right onto the page that Christine mentioned, this is our My AIC portal, which will be really useful for you. Up until now, and probably in the weeks forward before classes actually start, you should be receiving an email from the IT department, which includes your AIC email as well as your student ID. And both of these are going to be essential to logging in and setting up your own portal, which is a nifty and helpful place to go to, because it is the place where you will be able to get access into Blackboard, into your AIC issued email, which we do encourage and recommend that all students use for official communication with the college, as well as getting your grades, checking your registration, and so forth. So this is the version right now that's open before being logged in. So you log in up here in the corner where it says login, and then follow the instructions as set forth. To continue, there it comes. We're gonna go through this. So, a big welcome, of course, to the School of Education. So I'm just gonna take you through this presentation to kind of help get you acquainted with some of the other questions logistically that you might have with starting the program. And this will also be available in that Blackboard community that Christine was speaking of. So what's very exciting is the School of Education, as you know it now, was funded in 2015. And we offer several programs, and particularly across the Commonwealth at 10 different sites, including, of course, Springfield. So this one's going to go over the Reading Specialist Initial Licensure Program, but also the Reading Specialist Degree-Only Program, which differentiates between doing a practicum or a field-based research project, which, of course, is about a year and a half down the road from where you are right now. But it's always helpful to start planning ahead. So just to kind of give you that to put in the back of your mind. So right off the bat, to be in the reading program, all of you would have already fulfilled this requirement. You would have had to have an initial license and have already taught for 1 year. By the time you finish this program, you'll finish the 3-year teaching requirements put forth by DESE that then enables you to be endorsed for your license. So I've already mentioned this, but your AIC email is very important. And if you haven't, excuse me, already received your email as well as your ID, you can always email ithelpdesk@aic.edu. So it's one word, and they can help get you help with getting connected. What's neat about this, which also I'm going to be sending out to you, is these that are underlined and bolded are actually hyperlinks, and they'll take you right to the portal. So when you're in this presentation, it takes you right there, so you don't have to switch between screens or any of that. Once you are logged in, this is a bit more what the screen would look like. It indicates your name up here, so it would say welcome, your student name. And as you can see, it extends this black bar. It includes a portion called My Profile. This is one that you'll become very accustomed to, because under the My Profile one is where it indicates a lot of your the tools that you need, including the quick links to access your Blackboard, your Outlook 365, as well as library resources, which are going to be very important with writing papers going forward. Under the My AIC portal or My AIC profile in the portal, you'll also be doing registration and checking your registration future going into the spring, and then the corresponding fall and so forth into the future. You'll actually be registering yourselves, so adding and dropping courses through this portal will be good to know. If you ever need unofficial transcripts or course descriptions, as another place you can go is into the portal, and it indicates right there what the course descriptions are. If you need course descriptions, for instance, for distribution, for reimbursement right now to submit with your district, you can reference back to the reading page that Christine had pointed out, and it includes the reading requirements as well as the reading course descriptions. So you can access that, or the catalog is another place to get it. I'm just going to zoom into this so it highlights some more of the important aspects that you need of the portal. Under the My Profile, and we are under the My Academic Info, your student schedule would appear right here. Of course, this is just a pilot one, so there's nothing listed right here, but if it were your page, it would list your course that you're registered for that upcoming semester. You can also click on My Student Schedule, and it takes you in depth to more information, such as it lists your course instructor, perhaps the location as well for the classroom and so forth. If you need an unofficial transcript, down here where it's highlighted, it says My Unofficial Transcript. You can click on that or click View, and that's another way to get your official grades. Mind you, this is not an official transcript that you'd have to go to the registrar's office to obtain. On the left-hand side, there is a section that says Important Notifications. Right now, and hopefully always, it should be in green and say you have no holds or notifications. But this is if there was to be a hold, such as a business office hold or so forth, it would be listed right here. Now, some of you are coming in and have already taken credits elsewhere, so you might be interested in putting in transfer credits, which is great. We do allow students to request up to 9 transfer credits to be submitted for review. That does not mean that they will be added or taken, but they will be reviewed and considered. The credits have to be graduate level, taken in the last 7 years, cannot have been used for a previous degree, and you must have earned a grade of B or better on them. To be able to submit the packet for review, you need a transfer credit form, which you can get from either me or the admissions office, official course descriptions, as well as official transcripts in a sealed envelope directed again towards me or the attention of the admissions office. And then once we have it, we'll do the initial review, and then Christine will actually do the formal review and sign off on which credits would be accepted to be transferred in. Some other resources, of course, Blackboard is a very big one and important one. Something I want to direct your attention to is that within Blackboard, under each course, you'll have the syllabus, which of course is your contract with the institution that lists all the requirements per course. And these syllabi, however, are available the Monday before classes start. So they won't be earlier than that, but it'll be the Monday before classes start. Mind you, you can follow your progress in the course in Blackboard and in live text, but that is not where you will be getting your final grades. Now, textbooks is a big one. As you prepare, trying to prepare for classes where you can get your textbook information, you do find, of course, textbook information in your syllabus. But not to wait until Monday before classes start. You can always get your textbook information right from the AIC bookstore. So right here, actually, there is a link that takes you to the online bookstore, and all you need is your course number and your course section, which you would get once either you log into the My AIC portal or in the hard copy registration packet, which I have sent to you in the mail. Both has the exact information that you would need and the link to take you to where to find your textbooks. Mind you, you don't have to buy the books from our online bookstore, but it is, of course, an option, but it is where you get all your information from. Then you feel free to go to Amazon if you'd like, or any other resources. Just to kind of quickly go over some other options that I would help you through if you also need it, is if for some reason you need to step out of the program, you can apply to what we call a leave of absence. There are approved leave of absences, and then there are those that are not approved, but there are other options available. Because it varies case by case, if you come into such a situation, please reach out to me and we will decide what is the best option for you. Then, once you come back from a leave of absence, if it was an approved or not approved one, we would decide whether or not you would have to re-enroll or reapply to the program. This, of course, something does not apply to you right now, but just to kind of give it to you and be able to put it in your back pocket, so to say, so that you know in the future. Now, what happens if you think that you need to switch majors, that the reading program isn't working, which I would find very hard to believe.
That never happens.
Very rare. We have more people who switch into the program rather than leave the program.
And who could blame them?
There are certainly many benefits to the Reading Specialist program. One particularly being that the Reading Specialist license does actually professionalize some of your other initial licenses. So it is a great benefit to have that too. But if you do feel like you do need to switch for whatever reason, may it be because of job or leaving the state, perhaps, I don't know, the Office of Admissions can certainly assist with that. Tuition and financial aid are aspects that are taken care of by our financial aid office and our student accounts office. And more information is going to be actually available in some of the other sections of Blackboard community that Christine is going to be opening up to all of you. We do have an accommodations office known as the Center for Accessibility Services, and accommodations here at AIC. And Jennifer Smolinski is the person to contact if you do need any assistance within the classroom in getting your work done or something like that. Now, some of you may be wondering, can I have an AIC ID card? You certainly can have a student ID. The only unfortunate thing, however, is you'd have to travel to AIC to get it. But you could have one if you wanted to, but we can certainly schedule an appointment with our security office if it's something that you're interested in. That is the majority of things that I have to cover for you right now. Again, my name is Azra Rahman, and as your academic advisor, I do wish you well. We're going to go over a couple more things, and then I'll hope to see you soon.
Okay. We'll do stop share. Okay. Actually, I think that covers everything that we had hoped to go over today. So I think I'll actually end the video, and we'll also be in touch with times that you could have the option to log on to a live Zoom webinar, such as the one we're recording on today. If you did have any questions, we offer them occasionally. We try to do it at times we think would be convenient for you, such as either a Monday evening or a Saturday morning. So you'll be getting an email from Azra, and the regional administrators at each site will announce that. We'll always be available, though, through telephone and email if you have questions, but otherwise we do have those live sessions in the form of a webinar where you can ask questions if after viewing this, something pops up for you. So we do thank you for joining us today and watching this. And we thought and hoped that it was a really good alternative to driving all the way to Springfield. So, and then what's nice is if there was a part of it that you just wanted to go back over, the video really allows for that. So hopefully this was helpful. We look forward to hopefully meeting you in person someday. Sometimes we take trips out to the various sites. We do whenever we can. Of course, it's difficult because sometimes it's far from our homes, but we do try to visit the sites whenever possible. So hopefully we'll meet you in person someday. In the meantime, take care, and we genuinely hope you enjoy the reading program and your coursework at AIC. Thank you.
Thank you.